the idea is like, okay, let me quickly jump to the algorithm itself. I think it will be lot easier to understand. So again, this is like, let's say your sample points. And what we do is we again start from like some random location. And we try to find like some kind of like the mode for the from the data. So we try to move that initial location to the densest region we can have in the samples. Okay, for example, let's say we start from this point. Now, one interesting parameter you still have this in this algorithm is the search window. Okay, how big your search window is going to be, and that will control how big your segments will be. If you use a very big search window, which means you are like maybe searching the entire image, then your segments might cover like the whole image. But if your search window is very small, then again, you're trying to find maybe small segments within your image. Okay, so we have this parameter, which is called search window. Now you start with a random location, you have some parameter for the search window. Let's say you have this radius. So this will be a search window. Then what you will do is within this region, you will try to find out where is the highest density inside this search window. And we can visually see that it's somewhere here, right? And you can easily compute that by computing the mean of all these points. Okay, so that's, you can also say like kind of a center of mass. So what we do is when we iterate like in this algorithm, we try to move these randomly initialized points toward these high dense regions. And this is called like mean shift vector, because what we are doing is we are computing the mean and then we are shifting the initialized center towards this mean. Okay. So we go there and then we repeat the process again. And then you can easily visualize what's happening here is we are just trying to move towards the denser region in your data. And we will stop like when the mean shift vector is not changing at all. Okay, so then this is going to give you center for one of the mode. And the idea is whatever pixels actually we moved through to obtain this center, all those pixels will actually belong to that center. Right? Because if these pixels didn't belong to this center, then when we are initializing at this location, we might have went to some other direction. Okay, but we followed this direction, which means that whatever pixels are on the way, they actually belong to this particular mode. Okay, so that's one important thing. The second important thing is we might end up, when we start with multiple points, we might end up at the same mode, at the same location. And in that case, what we do is we just merge those two segments together. So what might happen is we might have started at this location as well because we are doing it randomly. Then that might have also end up at this location. And all those pixels will also belong to this particular segment. Okay, so what we do, we start with like multiple locations, and then we will reach at a location which is called like the mode. And then all the starting points which are merging to the same location, they will be merged as a segment. And of course, we'll merge to like different modes if we have multiple modes. And each of those modes is going to give you one of the segment. Okay, so this bandwidth is like the search window, which is a very important factor. And basically, this is the algorithm which we just discussed. We start with like some of the kernels which are initialized randomly. We have some search window, and for each search window, we compute the mean. We compute the mean shift vector, move in that direction, and keep repeating this until the algorithm is converged. So there are some similarities to how K-means algorithm work. Okay. So yeah, I think all this is fine. So this is just showing you the trajectory, like how if this was initialized at this point, how this moved. And basically all these points which are inside this trajectory will be part of the part of the same segment.